Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another documentary movie review. It's been months since I've done a documentary review this year, because I haven't really watched any documentary films in a long time this year. So, but since I saw this documentary film was streaming on Paramount Plus, like I felt like giving it a try, giving it a watch. And so the documentary film I'm going to be reviewing is going to be on the 2020 documentary film Console Wars. Yep, that's right, Console Wars. So, Console Wars is a 2020 documentary film that first came out in 2020 on CBS All Access, where I like this movie was streaming on Paramount Plus, but this movie first came out when Paramount Plus used to be CBS All Access. But I recently watched it not too long ago, and so the story of Console Wars is about this. A look back to 1990 when Sega, then a fledgling arcade company, assembled a team of underdogs to take on the greatest video game company in the world, Nintendo. And pretty much like the story just talks about the history of Sega and Nintendo to see and of course they're also facing competition between Sega and Nintendo. And there you go. So like I said, I watched Console Wars not too long ago. Since I haven't really watched a documentary film in months this year. So I gave this movie a watch, and I'm gonna have to say I think Console Wars I think was a pretty cool documentary and very interesting too. It's interesting, it's great, and it's cool at the same time. And I think it's also pretty interesting how the story of Console Wars how it's about the competition between Sega and Nintendo, like how Nintendo came out first before Sega, and then and of course you got Nintendo's Mario and then Sega's Sonic, and it was pretty cool back in the old days, like how I think it basically talks about like the history of Nintendo, like how a whole lot of people in the world really wanted a Nintendo Entertainment System, and then they got Super Nintendo. But then Sega came along, and then they invented the Sega Genesis. And the cast members that did the interviews, the interviews were pretty interesting. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I think all the way up until now, I didn't really know much about Console Wars since this movie first came out in 2020 when CBS All Access was still a thing. But then all the way up until March 4th of 2021 this year when CBS All Access was rebranded as Paramount Plus. So I saw Console Wars was streaming on Paramount Plus, so I watched it and I actually liked it. And I gotta say, it's probably one of the best documentary films of 2020 last year. Like I don't know any other documentary film that came out last year in 2020, but all I know the most is Console Wars is the 2020 documentary film. Yeah, so overall, Console Wars was a great documentary film. Yep, and I'm gonna give Console Wars 4 out of 5 stars. I almost forgot to mention that this movie Console Wars, this movie also has the same name as this YouTuber. Like, in case you didn't know, there's a YouTuber here on YouTube named Console Wars, and I think it's basically the YouTube channel where they discuss the differences between Sega and Nintendo video games. Like, and even the movie logo does look very identical to the YouTuber logo, Console Wars. Yeah, so yeah, it kind of feels like I'm giving like a shout out to the YouTuber Console Wars. So if you haven't checked out their videos yet, feel free to look them up on YouTube, and feel free to check out their videos if you want. I mean, their last video was uploaded like months ago, but if you want to look them up and check out their videos here on YouTube, then feel free to do so. But anyway, the movie itself, Console Wars, great documentary. If you haven't seen it yet, if you have Paramount Plus, then I recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Console Wars. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.